Obviously drove by the guardian of simulated intelligence, Jensen, Nvidia, and Carl, as I would see it, simply addresses our bullishness. For what reason do I suppose this tech positively trending market proceeds, with well into 2025? Where do you suppose the greatest danger then is? Is it from Nvidia's way to a 30 trillion valuation in the speedy and steadily developing universe of innovation stocks? Nvidia has immovably set up a good foundation for itself as a prevailing player. The organization has encountered exceptional development, set apart by a taking off market capitalization, while its ongoing valuation is as of now noteworthy. A few experts and financial backers imagine a much more aggressive future, a 30 trillion market cap. This elevated projection is basically determined by Nvidia's focal job in the blossoming computerized reasoning, simulated intelligence of evil. Today, we will dive into Nvidia's way to this possible valuation, investigating the main impetuses behind its development and the difficulties it might look en route. Guideline or something different? C, the greatest? What's more sweltering than Tesla stock this year? Something would be worth a great many dollars sooner rather than later. The uncommon, restricted version Cybertruck collectible. Our underlying stock evaporated in a moment or two. Hit that connection beneath. Don't pass up a major opportunity, my companion, is the China danger. Since when you ponder the US-China cold tech war, I mean that perhaps longer term is the greatest danger. In any case, for this moment, somebody invests a ton of energy in Asia. I simply don't. I view it as a contained danger. I think it got going as Samus and clearly drove by Jensen and Nvidia. However, presently, which is beginning to happen, is the interest in the utilization cases is the multiplier. We think for each dollar spent on Nvidia GPU is the new oil/gold. There's a $4 to $5 multiplier across tech, which is the reason I trust this fourth modern upset. This 1995 second is presently working out. However, not a 1999 second. I think it'll keep going for one more 2 to 3 years. I referred to you earlier today at 9 o'clock a.m. party. I believe it's 9 o'clock p.m. going to 4 o'clock a.m. All right, on the grounds that we addressing sort of party begins at 9 o'clock a.m. Indeed, on the grounds that look, somewhat, when you take a gander at where we are, this is a few seconds ago beginning to work out according to an interest viewpoint eventually. Also, I think significantly, obviously, it's been driven by Nvidia. What we've seen, yet presently the thing we're seeing across our checks all over the planet, is that computer-based intelligence of Havel's working out in programming. I think at last, it will work out in numbers, since those numbers will go higher for 2025. Is it true or not that you are alluding to this thought that equipment is starting to eat programming or make it simple to begin a product startup with insignificant designing? C and Sarah. Furthermore, they will confront a few difficult choices. The idea of a 30 trillion market cap might appear to be daring, however, taking into account Nvidia's verifiable development direction, it's not very much improbable. The organization's income and profit have reliably outperformed assumptions, and its market cap has developed at an amazing rate. On the off chance that Nvidia keeps on gaining by its man-made intelligence methodology, and gets a huge portion of the extending man-made intelligence market, a 30 trillion valuation could turn into a reality. To see the value and the potential from Nvidia's future development, it's fundamental for check its previous presentation out. Over the course of the last 10 years, Nvidia has shown a capacity to quickly scale. The organization's consistent development and key acquisitions have permitted it to keep an upper hand, cultivating supported development. The Nvidia we discussed a long time prior, before their profit, they declared that 10-for-1 split back in May. The offers are up 40% from that point forward. Since the split produced results this month, they're up another 8%. Couldn't say whether you got our discussion with Rich Bernstein, top of great importance, discussing this very question. Do you stay with the initiative with the monstrous income development, or do you go with the remainder of the market? You've been sure about your perspectives on Nvidia. In any case, simply a little side note. Thus, we got this item here, which is known as the Cybertruck with trailer. You'll track down it in the store. How about we proceed? For what reason would you say you are bailing here? All things considered, I think you need to take a gander at where everybody is posting on the boat at the present time. Assuming that you look, there are 89 purchase appraisals, 5 holds, and 0 sell evaluations. What's more, this is an organization when they discussed their stock split, which was required. At the point when they discussed the stock split, you saw the market move higher. It's up another 10% since that declaration after it really split. Thus, we are right here. Added, $1 trillion. Kelly, I believe we're so adapted to these numbers. Yet this isn't typical. I've been doing this for a very long time, and I know Bondi was discussing XCale. They will be rebalancing and going up. Yet I think we need to comprehend in the event that we're purchasing these names in light of the fact that the retail will approach it. How about we make it stride back and recollect that the 10% of the most affluent Americans, they own 93% of the securities exchange. In this way, I feel that retail input is a smidgen of a misnomer. I will simply let you know this. I was at a raising support meeting an evening or two ago, and they said, "Where are we going to get the cash from?" And everybody said, "You get it from stock benefits, since that is all individuals have." Afterward, individuals are speaking up and saying, "Gracious, better believe it, every one of the children at school, they generally own Nvidia." Definitely and for sure, it has been a sensational stock, and it sounds good to cling this. Yet, I think it's some second in time. When we discuss how everything becomes real, this stock's up 800%. Thus, I think we must be obliging that the heir might emerge from the inflatable Nvidia. Nvidia's verifiable achievement gives serious areas of strength to its aggressive future projections. In spite of its true capacity, Nvidia's excursion to a 30 trillion market cap isn't without challenges. The organization faces tough opposition from other chipmakers, and the innovation scene is ceaselessly advancing. Furthermore, administrative investigation might strengthen as computer-based intelligence innovation turns out to be more unavoidable and compelling. The cutthroat scene for computer-based intelligence equipment is furious. Contenders like AMD and Intel are additionally putting vigorously in simulated intelligence advances to keep up with their administration. Nvidia should proceed to enhance and remain in front of these opponents. This includes growing all the more remarkable GPUs, as well as extending its product environment and fashioning vital organizations. The race for computer-based intelligence strength is a consistent fight, and Nvidia should stay watchful and proactive to remain on top. As simulated intelligence turns out to be more incorporated into day-to-day existence, worries about protection, security, and moral ramifications will probably prompt expanded administrative oversight. Nvidia should explore these difficulties cautiously to support its development direction. This includes working intimately with controllers to guarantee consistency with developing regulations and guidelines. Going along with us currently is Doug Clinton, Deepwater Resource.